fuck is this? Whoa, back up, back up!
I told you not to leave Hamzat alive, that it would come back and haunt you, and you did it anyway.
I never told you what happened that night.
A top CIA agent, yet he lives a life collecting garbage and bottles. He had thought that by hiding his identity this way, he could enjoy a peaceful old age. However, recently he has been feeling increasingly uneasy. So he strung empty cans together with fishing line and hung them up in the hallway. That night, he was indeed woken up by the sound of the cans clattering. Instinctively alert, he got up and descended the stairs, only to see his dog pounce on a shadow in the dark. By the time he reached the scene, the person had already been bitten in the throat and was dying. He asked the dying figure who sent him, but got no response. Without hesitation, he put the assassin out of his misery. At that moment, he realized that his life of seclusion was over. He gripped the man's hand, picked up a gun, and fired a few shots into the wall. Then calmly, he called the police, claiming he had been robbed at gunpoint but may have accidentally shot and killed the robber. Returning to his room, he moved the nightstand, opened a hidden compartment, and took out several passports, guns, and cash. Packing everything into a backpack, he nonchalantly handled the police inquiry before getting in his car and leaving the small town. His name is Will. He's a former operative from the War on Terror. Years ago, after a mission, he faked his death and went into hiding. Now he lives with his 2 Rottweilers. The only thing he cares about is his daughter, but now he has to go on the run for a while. He used a false identity to book a room at a guest house, hoping for a brief rest. However, he received a dangerous phone call. On the other end was Harold, the CIA deputy director. He explained that this operation wasn't under his jurisdiction, and no one knew about their connection. Harold wanted to work with Will. Suspicious, Will soon realized that there was a tracking device installed on his car by the CIA. From his analysis, he figured that within 5 minutes, agents would be at his location. He had no choice but to drive away from the dangerous place. From their conversation, it was clear that Will and Harold were old friends, well acquainted with each other. Will also seemed to know some secrets about Harold that others didn't. So he chose to help Harold escape. However, the CIA's aim was not to assassinate Will, but to bring him back. The exact reason was unclear. Harold immediately gave Will 2 choices. Either go into hiding and continue to oppose the CIA, with the agency using his daughter as leverage to force him out, or completely vanish, cutting off all contact with his daughter. The CIA would be monitoring her 24/7, but Will wouldn't be threatened by anyone. So he made a 3rd choice.